tell the truth. You do not need to be skirting around it, trying to smile and do all that stuff. Because, yeah, I can be a really cool judge, but I can also be your worst nightmare.
Yeah. Hopefully the court has now received a copy of the plea sheet and the advice summary.
I do. The plea sheet indicates that she is going to be pleading guilty to 2 counts: refusal to obey a traffic order and false identification to a police officer. Upon her successful plea to those counts 2 and 3, both of those 90-day misdemeanors, count 1 would then be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of it.
It is a complete agreement, Your Honor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Okay, let's see if we can do this time. Anybody else you need to talk to?
Nope.
No? All right. Raise your right hand and say verse 4.
You solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yeah.
State your name.
Tamara Haskell.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Remember, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to 2 charges. The first charge is the added count 2 of refusal to obey a traffic order. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days and or a $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
The other is false identification to a police officer. That is also a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand also that while I'm taking your plea, I would not be your sentencing judge, and you would be sentenced before Judge Washington in the 14B District Court.
Yes.
Okay. Now, understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
To the charge of refusal to obey a traffic order, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge of false ID to a police officer, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question about those rights? No? Look at paragraph 5. You see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of rights.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily? Of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you're guilty of these offenses?
Yes.
July.
What'd
you say?
With you.
What'd you say?
You were actually a cool judge. Why you scared me when you said somebody else gonna be my judge?
I scared you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know these people.
She said you scared her when you told her someone else might be her judge.
Really?
Yeah, she wanted you.
Yeah.
You want me?
Yeah, you cool.
I am?
Yeah.
I gotta stop that. Well, let me just tell you, I have great respect for my colleagues. My colleague, Judge Washington, she's a cool judge.
Okay.
She's all right. Not as nice as I am, but
You not
okay. No, go ahead.
Not all grumpy and mad. Like
What?
You, let us, you not all grumpy and mad. You let us talk. You know, you let us say. I never seen a judge like that. Like, don't know. And I watch a lot of movies, so if you like, it's,
Oh, so you think I ought to be?
yeah, basically change my whole perception of court. Yes.
I changed your perception of court?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'd never be back.
No. Maybe not on purpose. Something tells me you're going to be back. No. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for those kind words. I do appreciate it. Doesn't fall on deaf ears. All right, young lady. I don't know. How far did you get? All the way through? You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And also because you plead that you're guilty?
Yes.
All right. On July 23rd, 2024, at the location of North Ford Boulevard in East Michigan Avenue in Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do on that date that makes you think that you're guilty?
The officer asked me what's my name, and I didn't give him my real identity because I didn't give him my real identity.
All right. And were you driving?
No.
Okay. How am I getting to the other charge?
Of the failure to wear a seatbelt, Your Honor. She did not lawfully comply with the order of the officer to put her seatbelt on.
Oh, who told her to put a seatbelt on?
The police officer, Your Honor.
Oh, so when they were leaving.
I think that's how you can get there, Your Honor.
Pardon?
I think that's how you can get there. What do you? No.
So when they were leaving, she was told to put her seatbelt on and she refused to put her seatbelt on.
Correct, Your Honor. Won't happen again, Judge.
That didn't happen. It didn't happen. He came to the car. He said, "You don't have on the seatbelt," so I put the seatbelt on. And he said, "That's not the right way." So as I was trying to take it off, he said, "Oh, what's your name?" So it was like, and I'm not from Ypsilanti. I came to Ypsilanti because my sister is here. A lot of stuff happened in my life. So it was just crazy. Like I was on my way to work, literally on my way to work. And my boss was driving. He had license and everything, so they couldn't mess with him.
I think he's just trying to figure out how he.
Well, it's interesting to hear all that.
Because I don't really know because it's like the officer came to the car. It was one officer at my bus window, and it was the officer at my window. And he like, "Oh, you don't got a seatbelt off." But how I put it on, he said that was the wrong way. So he told me to click it in, like take it off and click it in. And I put the seatbelt on, and he asked me for my name, but I didn't give him my real name. And that's how I ended up in a police car, because he said I couldn't leave until he gave my real name. And I gave him, that's when I just said, okay, my real name is Tamara F.
Or perhaps the court might take the plea to the higher charge.
What was the resisting?
After the defendant was arrested, she did not obey lawful orders to get into the car.
Why was she arrested?
And we approached.
Well, right after I get my question answered.
Yes.
Why was she arrested?
My understanding is that she was arrested after she refused to identify herself and had warrants. The report says multiple warrants.
Okay.
I believe she was arrested for giving a false ID to the police officers just while having active warrants.
Yes.
They were trying to take her into custody for, Your Honor.
Correct.
And there was something that happened when she was trying to be taken into custody?
She refused to get into the car, is my understanding, Your Honor.
Yes. The police vehicle.
Is that what happened, young lady?
Nope. But it's like I can't really fight. I don't want to fight with the police. I don't want to argue with the police. I don't want to.
That's what the report indicates.
And that's what the report says. So it's like I don't want to fight. I don't know how Washington come.
Don't come up in here insulting my camp. But I'm just trying to figure out. Certainly, I can take the plea to the higher charge. I'm just trying to figure out what she did that would constitute the higher charge.
I believe giving a false ID would be the obstructing a police officer in his lawful duties, Your Honor.
She also, when the police pulled the vehicle over, she was passenger, and the belt was buckled. She was not seeing seatbelt in a seat. It was buckled behind her. That's how the seatbelt piece of it came to be.
Okay, that's just stupidity. I don't know that that's a crime.
Glad to pass it, Your Honor.
Pardon?
Glad to pass it or adjourn, Your Honor.
Okay, look, I don't mind, and let me just make it clear. Somebody says something to me, she tells me that's not what happened. And she's the one that's got to give me the factual basis to it. I'm not hearing, and maybe it's me, but I'm not hearing anything that constitutes the resisting and obstructing to the higher charge to go to the lower charge. I get the false ID. I'm trying to figure out what else. And then I'll pass it. I'll call that up in the next vlog. You guys figure it out. Or to stand in recess.
I've spoken to my client, Judge. We've discussed the factual basis, and I think she prepared those facts on the record to facilitate the plea, Your Honor.
All right. I was satisfied as to I think count 3, the false ID, but what happened where you disobeyed a traffic order?
The officer asked me to get in the car and I didn't apply.
And you didn't what?
I didn't comply. So.
And it was a little bit more than that too, right?
What you told me, what we discussed.
The officer asked me to get in the car. I asked him, can I sit down? So I asked him, can I sit down and breathe? So I read my arrest.
You didn't follow his command.
Yeah, I didn't follow his command. I didn't follow the order.
All right.
I can help if you need more, Judge. I can help if you need more.
Please.
Thank you, Judge. At the time of this incident, there was an officer in full uniform, and that officer attempted to have you move towards his squad car. That's a yes?
Yes.
Okay. And that was an SUV?
Yes.
Oh, all right. It's a marked police SUV.
Yes.
And he told you at some point, he opened the door and he told you to get into the vehicle.
Yes.
And at that time, you told him no. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then his arm grabbed your arm and he tried to help you move towards that door, and you pulled back from that officer. Is that also correct?
Yes.
And so that officer was doing his lawful duties, trying to get you into the car to identify you, and you refused his lawful commands. Is that also correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, for the record, Mr. Feaster's questioning alluded to it a little bit, but for the record, to clarify the timeline of events, the defendant was asked to identify herself, gave a false name with no return when the police tried to identify that name and find a record of it, was then arrested and was going to be placed in the back of the car until she could be identified, at which time the resisting happened. And it was later identified and was found to have warrants.
And that's all accurate as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Is all of that correct?
Oh, yes.
How come you didn't tell me that the first time?
I didn't know how to explain all that. I mean, it was 8:00 in the morning. Honestly, I don't.
And you need to stop there. You know exactly what happened. Court's complied with the court rule. Court will accept the defendant's guilty plea to counts 2 and 3. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be before me.
October 23rd at 9 a.m.
October 23rd, 2024, 9 a.m. Now, young lady, I'm going to tell you this. I called Judge Washington. I'm keeping this case. And I'm going to explain something to you about how I work, and Mr. Feaster will tell you. When you're asked a question, you need to tell the truth. You do not need to be skirting around it, trying to smile and do all that stuff. Because, yeah, I can be a really cool judge, but I can also be your worst nightmare. Especially if you lie to me. Look at me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Can I say something though?
No.
Oh.
Just listen.
So between now and then, and when you talk to my probation department, I'd suggest that you understand how you should tell the truth. Because Miss Polera, when you meet with her, if she thinks you're lying to her, I will know immediately. And you do not want that to happen. Bond will continue. Thank you.
This courtroom hearing starts like many others. Casual, almost friendly. The defendant smiles, jokes, and even compliments the judge. For a moment, it feels like she thinks charm might help her situation. But everything changes when the truth finally comes into focus. From the beginning, the judge is patient. He allows her to talk. He listens. He clarifies details. But as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that she hasn't been completely honest about what really happened. She didn't just fail to wear a seatbelt. She didn't just misunderstand instructions. She gave a false identity, refused lawful commands, and resisted getting into the police vehicle. And that matters. At first, she softens everything. Her answers are vague. She skips parts. She tries to lighten the mood. But judges deal with this every day. They know when someone is nervous. and they know when someone is avoiding the truth. So the judge slows everything down. He makes everyone stop and explain step by step what actually happened. And only then do we hear the full story. The false name, the refusal to comply, and the resisting behavior that followed. That's when the moment shifts. The judge delivers the line that defines this entire hearing. You need to tell the truth. Don't smile through it. I can be a cool judge, but I can also be your worst nightmare, especially if you lie to me. That isn't anger. That's a warning. Because in court, honesty isn't optional. The system understands fear. It understands confusion. But it does not tolerate dishonesty, especially when it's covered in charm. He then makes something else crystal clear. Probation isn't a free pass. The probation department is part of the court. If she lies to them, the judge will know. And once trust is gone, leniency is gone too. What makes this judge powerful isn't shouting or intimidation, it's control. He keeps the case. He remains calm. He gives her one last chance to understand the reality she's in. But he also draws a firm boundary. No more half-truths. No more minimizing. No more smiling through responsibility. This hearing is a lesson a lot of defendants and a lot of people watching need to understand. Being polite helps. Being respectful helps. But nothing is more important than telling the truth. Because once a judge believes you're playing games, the cool judge disappears, and the nightmare begins.